Welcome back, Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classic / Non-Classic. This is episode number 354 and Doubleshot number 281. Okay. First up, it's Superman and Justice League America, Volume 2, containing Justice League America number 60 to 77 and number 6. Now, pretty much, this is the last trade for this one, simply because Superman is no longer on the team and Dan Jurgens is no longer the writer of this one. Mark Waid takes over as the writer of the series. And the trade series gets replaced with Wonder Woman and Justice League, which I think is probably going to be 3 volumes. Yep. Sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah, and also after these set of issues, Booster Gold, Fire, and Blue Beetle are off the roster for... Well, Blue Beetle these guys are off the roster for a brief period of time. Blue Beetle because of the events of the Superman, where he gets knocked to coma by Doomsday. Oh, and by the way, Dan Jurgens himself explained this to me. Broodwing, this guy here, he's supposed to rip off a Martian Manhunter, and it's revealed that he kind of was Martian Manhunter all this time. And then toward pretty much, you can kind of say that after the first couple issues, you have the next 7 issues simply explain Broodwing. And here's the thing. There's a 4-parter that comes right after this. Yeah, a 4-parter called Destiny's Hand. Which, by the way, the main antagonist of this storyline is Dr. Destiny. Who is a old Justice League villain. And that world, so they call it my teeth. Anyways. In that world, Justice League is basically fascist with the exception of Batman, who's not part of that roster. But after the whole death of Superman thing, which is after the first couple issues, the new roster that simply replaces that fills in the gap, that takes over for the next for Mark Waid's the start of Mark Waid's run is let's see here, what is it? Actually, Destiny's Hand starts with issue 72 and wraps up with 75. So the line for the next set of issues is, Broodwing stays on the team, so does Guy, obviously, with the addition of Wonder Woman, Black Condor, the Ray, and of course Maxima herself stays. Pretty much from this point forward, these guys here, these are the Justice League. The table says in their meeting room, it says JLI. Yeah, even though it's JLI, they're the Justice League America, but they're led by Wonder Woman. I should point out Dan Jurgens does write all the issues. He does, but he co-writes some of the issues with Dan Mishkeen. Dan Jurgens also does the artwork for a good chunk of these issues, along with Dave Cochran, Rick Burchett, Romeo Hedger, Bob Smith, Sal Valito. Dan Jurgens also has the cover art, along with Rick Burchett. Hoays, Martinez Jr. Yeah. But, simply put, this is really, really good. Sorry for the glare. Excuse me. And also, the whole thing of shocking that Broodwing is really Martian Manhunter. And of course, they did kind of resolve that little 2-parter, the whole thing of Broodwing at the last 2 issues of this particular trade. Which I do appreciate Dan Jurgens for doing that. I mean, you gotta resolve this mystery of this character. So, even though, yes, Broodwing is a creation of Dan Jurgens, so is Doomsday. Yeah, according to him, he is the one he thinks he should be the one, basically. He credits himself basically for creating Doomsday, even though, yes, his first official appearance recognized by DC Comics is Superman number 18. But according to Dan Jurgens, the first time that Doomsday appeared was in a sketch that he did before that issue ever came out. So, he is the creator of Doomsday. People praise him for creating Doomsday. There he is. There's Doomsday. Yeah, and you also can praise Justice League 69 for showing off, for being the basically get a chance to see Doomsday get out of that tire and show off his face that he's known for having. This book is amazing. Highly recommended people who are fans of Superman and Dan Jurgens and, of course, the Justice League. I get this book a 9 out of 10. Alright, next up is Daredevil / Punisher, 7th Circle. This is just a 4-issue limited series, which was originally published as a digital first. I didn't read it initially when it was coming out digitally, because the thing with digital stuff is that when you read it online, when you scroll down, it tends to basically just, it's the same panel over and over again, just with more and more war balloons. I'm like, no. When I read stuff online, I expect to read the actual comic book, not just bits and pieces of it. So I decided to wait and just wait till the trade come out, and I did. And this, of course, is pretty amazing. Now, as for the placement of this series, well, in the case of the Punisher, this takes place before the start of his current ongoing series that he has right now. In the case of Daredevil, I think this takes place, from what I can tell, I would say after his first story arc. Yes, I would definitely say after the first story arc of a series. Either, yeah, it takes place just after the first story arc wrapped up, or I think it also could take place just prior to the Dark Art story arc that goes on that went on kind of around the same time. I'm not sure exactly where you place Daredevil perspective, but Blind Spot's obviously with him. Simply put, the story is that Matt Murdock is protecting a gangster who's going to be put on trial. Punisher's trying to kill him, and he spends pretty much the majority of the series half the time fighting him, and of course protecting him from a wannabe Crimson Dynamo. Yeah, Crimson Dynamo shows up in the series. See if we can get a good picture of him. This whole limited series is written by Charles Shaw. Not a bad idea, because he's writing the Daredevil comic at this point, so why not? Yeah, why not? Here's a good look at the Crimson Dynamo. Yeah, this is him right here. Yeah. Of course, even though, yes, this is the Crimson Dynamo armor, I think this is, from the look of it, it looks like the original Crimson. It could be the original Crimson Dynamo armor. I'm not really sure about that. My friend Edgar would actually really enjoy reading the series because he's seen Crimson Dynamo. But who knows? The reasoning this series exists is to help promote Daredevil Season 2. That was really the whole point when this came out last year. Because, well, Punisher would show up in the series, and Punisher did fight Daredevil for the first 2 episodes before they did something else with him. But, excuse me. Yeah, this was just released as a promotion for Daredevil Season 2. Because Punisher was coming on the series, and he was going to be fighting Daredevil was going to be fighting the Punisher. That's really the whole reasoning for this series existing, but it's actually really good. The artist for the series, despite having Daredevil as, okay, so this takes place, yeah, it takes place just before the Dark Art story arc. Okay, so the artwork is done by, the layout's done by Riley Brown, who did the first 2 issues, and Mast, I think it's M-A-S-T. He does issues 3 through 4. The rest of the pencils is done by Sezmon Kurosaki. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, but the artwork in here is really, really good. It's a great little mini-series to read. If you're interested, basically, if you're fans of these 2 characters, Daredevil and the Punisher, I highly recommend it. I really love this series. I really did. Daredevil himself was one of my favorite characters, and when I had initially heard that he was going to Netflix series, I'm like, good idea. There's plenty of source material to choose from for his Netflix show. And then when I heard people wanted to see a Punisher series, of course I did too, I really did wanted to see a Punisher Netflix series. Jeff Loeb basically said no, because they were just simply trying to promote Daredevil Season 2. But after Daredevil Season 2 got humongous more people, since there was a popular demand for the Punisher Netflix show, Netflix just greenlit it right away, despite the fact Jeff Loeb probably didn't want to do anyways. Yeah, but we're getting Punisher Netflix show. I'm looking forward to it. Karen Page is going to be on there. Not a bad idea. Got to keep cohesive unit. John Bernthal was awesome as the Punisher. No one can deny he was awesome as the Punisher. And how his family died was actually similar to how they died in the comic books. But the reasoning for them being there was actually slightly different. They were going someplace else, but they were killed in Central Park. Yeah. But this miniseries, it's just pure awesomeness. Shoal did a great job with this series. And if Becky Cohen ever left, despite the fact she's doing a great job with the Punisher series, I wouldn't mind if Shoal actually did the Punisher, because he wrote the Punisher really well, completely in character. And even though, yes, he's doing Daredevil, and his Uncanny Inhumans series just ended, he's currently also doing, besides Daredevil, he's doing, let's see, he's doing Poe Dameron. He's going to be doing the new Darth Vader ongoing, which is the second volume of this series. Let me think. He's not doing Letter 44 anymore. Excuse me. I heard he's no longer doing that series. I'm trying to think, though. I think that's it. I know Shoal is big now at Marvel. Me personally, can't deny it. The guy writes awesome stuff. I mean, this guy when he was working at DC, he did stuff like he did a run for Swamp Thing, which was awesome. He did a run for Red Lanterns, another amazing series. When Shoal first came over to Marvel, the first series he was given was She-Hulk, and he did a great job with it. And there was an issue where Daredevil himself guest starred in one of the issues, and my guess is because that issue got positive reception. That's probably the reason why Shoal got the Daredevil ongoing series, which he's actually going to be explaining of how Daredevil's identity has become a secret again. It took him a while. Finally, he's going to do it. Okay? So, the rating for I give this particular series is a 9.5 out of 10. Highly recommend it. Just check it out. It's awesome. Alright, that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode, which will be episode 355 and Doubleshot 282. Hopefully. And next episode, more Daredevil. Okay? But until then, I will see you there. Bye.